Hello and welcome back to another video on my channel. The Algeria squad is finally out with just a week to go until the national team return to action. We now know the squad of players that Jamal Belmadi has selected. Clearly from this list, a whole host of new names, and I think it shows that either the manager or the Football Federation have been working hard, because there's a lot of new names here, a lot of uncapped players. But my first reaction to the squad is, why didn't we do this 2 months ago when we had Cameroon in town? If we would have done this 2 months ago, I think we would have comfortably got past Cameroon. Anyway, can't change the past. Hindsight's a wonderful thing. Let's get straight into the top stories of this Algeria squad. 3 goalkeepers for once are actually interesting to talk about, because we've got a brand new keeper and hopefully a brand new number 1. Remember my video about the Angers goalkeeper Anthony Mandrea. His mum's from Schleff. His dad's from France. He was born in France, but he's half Algerian on his mother's side with family from Schleff. Anthony Mandrea, 25-year-old goalkeeper from Angers. Welcome to the club, son. You're in. That's got to be our brand new number 1. Not because Raïs Mbouli is bad. He's been amazing for the last 12 years, but we can't have him in goal until he's 50 years of age. Mandrea is in the squad. Signed, sealed and delivered. Welcome, Anthony. Hope you enjoy your stay here, hopefully for a long time. Hopefully make that number 1 spot yours. Mandrea has to start the home game for me. Start Mandrea. You can't start this nonsense again of bringing them all the way over to Algeria, over to Tanzania, and then benching them, right? We're playing with respect Uganda and Tanzania. If Mandrea doesn't get a chance in those games, he never will. So I've got Anthony Mandrea in between the sticks. Of course, you've still got Raïs Mbouli there, but what you've got to remember is, Mbouli, of course, is half Algerian as well, like Mandrea. Mandrea can learn a lot from Raïs Mbouli, and that's good for the squad. So those two, and of course you've got Zugba, who's in, I think, Saudi as well. There's no Alexander Ukija this time. I think he got relegated. And there's no Ducha. Well, it hasn't been Ducha for a while. And there's also no Gaia Murbah. We thought Gaia Murbah was going to be in this squad. Not in it at the moment. So Mbouli, Zugba and Mandrea. Mandrea for me is possibly the biggest positive, the biggest pull in this entire squad. Because that's a position sorted out easily for the next decade. The next 10 years, he could be the man in between the sticks. That's what I love. Players coming out, saying they want to play for Algeria, sort of demonstrating their love, their interest for the country, their roots, and then get the paperwork done, get down to consulates, down the embassies, get the green passports, bosh, in the squad. So Mbouli, Zugba and Anthony Mandrea. I can't stress how excited I am about Mandrea coming in. Welcome. In defence, Issa Mandi and Badarain are in here. Badarain suffered a bit of an injury knock in his recent game with his Tunisian club Esperance, but Mandi had to be there, Badarain had to be there. Jamel Ben Lamri, I did say this, Ben Lamri's not in this squad, and it makes sense because he just simply hasn't played football for a while, but I think we will see Ben Lamri again in the future. So Mandi and Badarain at centre-half, along with Touba. Touba's in this squad, had to be, he's on for the future, and Tougai, who should have been here way earlier, ahead of the likes of Tahrat for that Cameroon game. Tougai, another player from Esperance Tunis, is in this squad. We know about Tougai, of course, because of his exploits with the Arab Cup Algerian team, where he won that tournament. But now hopefully we're going to see Tougai, who has chemistry with the likes of Badarain, in this squad as well. So the 4 centre-halves are Touba, Tougai, Mandi and Badarain. We've got 2 new fullbacks. Hurrah! Yusuf Attal is injured. Well, when is he not? We've got Hossein Baniada, who played very well in the Cameroon games. Perhaps not the best going forwards. But Akim Zadedka has finally entered the building of the Algiers airport. But Akim Zadedka at Clermont, at right back, is in the squad. Again, should have happened a long time ago. Young, not as injury prone as Yusuf Attal. But Zadedka and Baniada is what we wanted to see for right back. Left back, Remy Bentabani keeps his spot. Yanis Hamash from Boa Vista in Portugal, in the Portuguese Premier League. Yanis Hamash, welcome to Algeria, my son. Hamash is in the squad as well. He's got a bit of a blonde barnet, but we're going to excuse that. Hamash, if we had Hamash against Cameroon, much better fit than the Attal left wing back situation. But again, too late, but this is for the future now. We're building for the future. Let's not cast our minds back at that Cameroon situation too much. We keep falling into the trap of doing that. So, Bensabeni and Hamash at left back, Zadedka and Benayada at right back. Look how much stronger those full-back positions now feel when you get the new talent on board. I've been crying out for years on this channel to get these players signed up, particularly the ones that are never ever going to play for another national team. They're here anyway, and they're here relatively early in their international careers. So Bensabeni and Hamash with Benayada and Zadudka, and 4 centre-backs of Mandi, Budarain, Tuba and Tugai. And you look at how young Tugai and Tuba are, you know, the Tutus, the two of them. Fantastic, fantastic for the future as well. So really pleased with that. Of course, Ben Lamry is probably the one you should say that the biggest shock of not being there. And of course, Yusuf Attal is not even in this as well. So when he's actually not injured, which is never, then we'll see him as well. We've got 6 central midfield players. We've got Zarouki and Banassa. Widely expected that Zarouki and Banassa, that's probably the main two. You've got your Hisham Badawi as well. Played out wide quite a bit with Nice, but I think, for me, Badawi in the centre is good. I think he goes out wide with Nice because of the pace that he has. Adam Zorgan, I think he could move to a better club this summer. That's a player we want to see more of while he's in the Belgian League. And also in the Belgian League is Abdelkaha Kadri. Kadri came through the Algerian tier, is now in the Belgian League. Kadri called up for the first time. Welcome to the Algerian national team. I mean, you also got Sofian Ben Dubka, a reliable player, shall we say, Ben Dubka in this squad. So midfield with Badawi, Zorgan and Kadri. And Banassa and Zarouki are fairly young as well. That's quite good. Of course, Faguli, Belkubla, Bulaya, they're not in this squad. And I can't really make a case for those. I think we do need to move on from Sofian Faguli as well. What a servant he's been to the Algerian national team. And then in the forward areas, on the right, we've got Rashid Gazelle, who I wanted, I spoke about yesterday, I think, and Adam Unas, another one that I wanted. They're the two I said that should be on that right-hand side because of the Mahrez situation. We know for a fact that Riyad Mahrez, the captain's not in this squad. It's just about Adam Unas' fitness, and I think if he is fit, he's more than welcome to be in this squad. And Belmadi has excluded Saeed Ben Rahma again. And this I've said this before about clubs announcing players being called up, but they're on the sort of the preliminary list, not the main cut down list. So on the left, Yusuf Belaili as expected. Welcome to Algeria, Bilal Brahimi. Not Yassine Brahimi, this is Bilal Brahimi. If you don't know him, get to know him. I think I remember when he was at Middlesbrough in English football. Now he's at Nice in Ligue 1, where half of the Algerians seem to be. Bilal Brahimi, more sort of substitute appearances, but this is a young player that will be good for the future. Welcome to Algeria, Bilal Brahimi. He can sort of challenge Belaili on that left-hand side while Ben Rahma's not here. I really hope all these players get the opportunity to play. Up front, Slimani we knew for sure was going to be there. He's been out in Algeria for some time now. Bunajah's not here, Belfadil's not here, Ben Yettou's not here. Andy Delors, there was whispers of Andy Delors coming back. I do actually think a conversation took place between Algeria and Delors for his return, but something along the lines of Delors hasn't said no, but there's sort of a family situation he wants to take care of. So I actually do think we'll see Delors come back in maybe later on in the year for the next AFCON. So don't say no to Delors just yet. We've got Amora back from Switzerland. Amora went to AFCON, somehow found himself out of the squad. Now he's back in it. Amora, we need to see him play. Didn't play a minute at AFCON. We've also got Bilal Omrani, plays in Romania with Cluj, always playing in those Champions League qualifying rounds but never making it to the group stage. Bilal Omrani, born in France, playing in Romania. And Riyad, not Mahrez, Benayad. Not Benayada, Benayad. Benayad for Steph, I think he's played for Paradou as well. Striker from the Algerian League, and he makes up this squad. We have finally got some new faces. We've got Mandrea, we've got Hamash, we've got Zadudka, we've got Kadri, we've got Bilal Brahimi, we've got Bilal Omrani. Like, do you know what I mean? We've got Riyad Benayad, we've got Amora, we've got Anas. This is what we've been crying out for. Now, time to see results delivered on the pitch. Are you happy with this Algeria squad? Let's not worry right now about Ait-Nouri, Awar, Adli. Let's start building slowly, build ourselves up again and work ourselves towards that. So that is the Algeria squad. Let me know if you're excited. Why don't you leave a rating out of 10? I'm going to give it a 8 out of 10 for this Algeria squad. Let me know. I think, well, just a word on Ben Rahma. He did have a bit of an injury problem with West Ham. He wasn't in the squad for the last 2 games of the season. That might be why he's not here. But anyway, when you see Slimani with Omrani, with Amora, and with Banayard, do you feel a bit more comfortable in the striking areas? But thanks for watching, subscribe for more, and I shall see you next time.